Well, looky here. You are listening to someone who is bold, authentic, diverse, unpredictable. Baby, I am unapologetically Ramon, and you have entered my zone, the QB zone, baby. Hello, somebody.
Rock Legion.
Do you speak up for yourself? Do you know how to advocate for yourself? If something comes up, a situation happens, who has your back? One of the things I want to talk about today is just the power of speaking up for yourself. Yes, this is your boy Ramon Marquise, and I thank you for coming on down to the QB zone to kick it with me for a little bit. Listen, in a world where voices often get lost in the noise, finding the courage to speak up for yourself can feel like an uphill battle. It's natural to want to avoid a confrontation or keep your thoughts to yourself, but there comes a time when silence is no longer an option. Whether it's standing up to a bully, voicing your opinion in a meeting, or setting boundaries in a relationship, finding your voice is a crucial skill that every young adult and millennial should strive to master. One of the things we have to do is understand the power of our voice. Your voice is your ultimate superpower. It's the tool that allows you to express your thoughts, emotions, and desires to the world. However, many of us struggle to find the strength to wield this power effectively. We fear judgment, rejection, or simply being misunderstood. But if I told you that your voice is your key to empowerment, how would you feel? Some people have a fear of speaking up. Do you ever find yourself staying silent when you have an opinion to share or a feeling to express? You're not alone. Listen, as vocal as many know me to be, and from the time I was a child, there are times where I don't speak up on everything. Um, I try to be that one that when I do speak up, you know that it's important. I'm very observant. I'm observant as hell. And one of the things I always say about myself is, I may not speak on a lot of things, but I observe everything. Many of us struggle with speaking up for ourselves and others due to fear and hesitation. We worry about social threats, consequences, and staying silent out of fear of making things worse. However, staying silent often makes things worse in the long run. Speaking up allows us to express our opinions, share our perspective, and take action towards creating positive change. Fear is a natural response when it comes to speaking up. The fear of rocking the boat, of not being taken serious, or of facing backlash can be paralyzing. But here's the secret: that fear is just a barrier. It is just a barrier, not an impenetrable wall. By acknowledging your fear and pushing through it, you can unlock a world of possibilities. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. Instead of viewing the fear of speaking up as a barrier, try reframing it as an opportunity for growth and learning. When we speak up, we can gain confidence and develop new skills that can benefit us in various aspects of life. For example, speaking up can help us to develop our communication and leadership skills, which can be valuable in both personal and professional contexts. When we speak up, we also demonstrate our willingness to take risks and advocate for what we believe in, which can be an important part of building self confidence and self respect. And to get used to speaking up for yourself, it's important to build your support system. Listen, no one should have to face their battles alone. Surround yourself with a tribe of people who uplift and support you. Seek out friends, mentors, or maybe even online communities where you feel safe to share your thoughts and experiences. These are the people who will cheer you on when you find the courage to speak up and offer a shoulder to lean on when the journey gets tough. So one of the characteristics and skills you would need is definitely to be a little assertive. Assertiveness is the art of expressing your thoughts and needs clearly, respectfully, and confidently. It's about setting boundaries, standing up for yourself, and advocating for what you believe in. Practice asserting yourself in simple, everyday situations, like clearly stating your preferences or saying no when you feel overwhelmed. The more you flex your assertiveness muscle, the stronger it will become. Being assertive is a core communication skill. Assertiveness can help you express yourself effectively and stand up for your point of view. It can also help you do this while respecting the rights and beliefs of others. Being assertive can also help boost your self confidence and earn others' respect. This can help with stress management. It may especially help you reduce stress if you tend to take on too many responsibilities because you have a hard time saying no. And Lord knows sometimes that's me. To truly find the strength to pick up for yourself, you need to understand why your voice matters. What change do you want to see in the world? What values do you hold dear? By connecting your voice to a deeper purpose, you can find the motivation to push past your fears and insecurities. Remember, your voice has the power to spark change, both in your life and the lives of others. Now, one of the issues with doing this at times is probably going to be you're going to have to embrace vulnerability. Emotional vulnerability is the quality or feeling of being exposed to possible emotional attack or harm. Having to face potential criticism or rejection is also attached to that. It is not easy to take emotional risks and open ourselves up to the possibility of being hurt. I personally hate it. And embracing emotional vulnerability can lead to personal growth. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it's a source of immense strength. I've learned that as I've gotten older, specifically the past few years. Being vulnerable means being authentic and unapologetically yourself. It means owning your imperfections and embracing your uniqueness. Listen, when you speak from a place of vulnerability, you invite others to do the same, fostering genuine connections and deeper relationships. Vulnerability is an inevitable part of life. So many things require vulnerability. We don't realize when we're younger, but anybody who has been able to grow older, I'm pretty sure they can tell you at least one situation quickly that has forced them to be vulnerable. Listen, trying something new, sharing a difficult experience, expressing emotions, and if we constantly have a guard up, we often end up living a less fulfilling life. That's the truth. Instead of trying to guard against it, we can practice embracing vulnerability, knowing that it often leads to personal growth and will make our lives more meaningful in the long run. What I would want you to do is when you give yourself a chance and when you step outside of your comfort zone, one day at a time, one step at a time, and you allow yourself to be vulnerable and to practice speaking up for yourself, one thing I want you to remember, one thing I want you to always do, celebrate your progress. Finding your voice is a journey, not a destination. I want you to celebrate every small victory along the way, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, setting a personal boundary, or standing up for someone else. Recognize the courage it takes to use your voice, and I want you to pat yourself on the back for each step forward. Remember, progress is progress no matter how small. So who's got your back? The answer is simple. You do. By finding the strength to speak up for yourself, you become your own advocate, ally, and cheerleader. You hold the power to shape your reality, influence those around you, and create positive change in the world. So, take a deep breath, muster your courage, and let your voice be heard. Your words have the power to inspire, to empower, and to make a difference. So do yourself a favor and don't let them go to waste. Now I want you to go forth, one day at a time, one step at a time. Speak your truth. The world is waiting for it. Now you know what I'm going to do next. Leave out a nice little quote. So here's the quote that I have for you guys. Never apologize for having standards. People who really want to be in your life will rise to meet them.